Welcome to another edition of the Motley Croc Show. It's 9:25:25. Wow, 9:25:25. Seems like we constantly do this. I hope everybody can hear me. I'm just gonna go ahead and click on everything and make sure everybody comes in and can see what we got going on. We'll get those comments up and rolling. We will find Britt. Everybody's gonna kind of be logging in here. Can you hear me?
Hello. I can.
Good.
Can you hear me
How'd your day
okay?
go? Yes.
It was good. Busy, same old, same old. I'm glad that I'm marked safe from no alien invasion. So it's good.
Are we? Is that what we're safe from?
We're supposed to, today was alien invasion day. First it was the 24th, then it was the 25th. But we're good.
Really?
So,
I thought it was in November.
No, it was now. There's another one in November.
The Rapture.
That's the Rapture was also this week. We had the Rapture and then alien invasion, and people were putting videos out about, how to prepare yourself for welcoming the aliens on the 25th. So
I'm confused. I never saw anything about that, dude.
Yeah. And then the aliens in November are the spacecraft that's allegedly pummeling to Earth. Three eye Atlas.
Did you see my video of the kissing bug?
Yes.
Because I
don't like that.
He was hanging out in my hand. We have kissing bugs here. I don't know why, but now all of a sudden it's a big deal.
I don't know. The scare behind it of like how it infects you and gets in your skin and does all this weird stuff. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like bites your eye around your eyes or around your mouth when you're sleeping. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what they said.
I mean, you could really creep a lot of people out with the statistics of how many spiders we actually eat during sleep.
Have you ate some recently?
I don't know if I have, but statistically, like you actually eat spiders when you sleep. You don't realize it. Like that's crazy. It's actually a statistic that's out there. Like how many spiders in your lifetime you actually eat while you sleep because they crawl over you and they go in your mouth and you swallow them. Like you don't realize it.
Really?
Yeah. You can look at like after the show, you can look it up. Like it's a legitimate.
No,
like,
I wouldn't. I think that's crazy.
Like one of those fun, like weird statistics that are out there. Yeah. It's like I read it one time a while ago, and then I remember it like subconsciously because I'm a mouth sleeper. Like I like to leave my mouth open. And so after I read the article, I was like, I don't know. I was subconsciously and consciously always trying to like keep my mouth shut when I slept. And I was like, I can't do this. Like I will never sleep because you're consciously trying to remind yourself to close your mouth and then you just don't ever sleep. But yeah. Yep.
That's insane. I'm looking at that. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
I want to see this statistic.
I don't remember when it was or when the last time it was done, but I want to say this was a few years back.
What's up, Craig? Buddy?
The statistic was up. Hi, Craig. Now, Craig, is that like willingly? Is that like willingly, or is that like you might actually know your real number?
Like 600 is the average. I think he's saying that was the average that they have.
Trey, your mic is grunting again. It wasn't doing it. I was doing it. Like grunting.
Is it still doing it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's always something. Give me a second. Let me try this.
Yeah, it was like at the end of everything.
Yeah, it has a tendency to do that sometimes.
It's the noise canceling, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can turn that off. Is it still doing it?
Nope. All clear.
It's clear now?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me try this one more time. How about now? Is it doing it again?
No.
Okay. If it does it again, let me know. I'm trying to turn off that cancellation stuff.
There it is. Craig said 600 average per lifetime. So there you go. Look at all the protein you're getting and you don't even realize it.
It's insane.
You know what else I heard about spiders? Why we're on the topic of spiders. And this, after I saw this, it actually made me cry. I was like, I'm never going to be mean to another spider as long as I live. So like how spiders actually see us is terrifying to them.
Oh God, I saw that cartoon.
Did you see that? But it was actually based off of like an actual science of a spider's brain and how it processes us, and that when it gets scared, it actually runs to us for safety.
No way, if that's real.
It's like science on spiders. And I thought it was all just BS online. And then I had to look deeper into it. It's like a deep hole if you go down on like how they study spiders and their intelligence and their characteristics and their personalities. And like, it's insane. So then after I read that, I was like, okay, that wolf spider can stay up there. He's fine. I'm like, I'm not going to hurt him. I feel,
Wow. Yeah, I don't think I can. It takes a certain type of person to kill something for no
yeah,
reason. I
I can't do it.
I try to like even, even when I see a cockroach, I know he's just living his life. So it rains, they come in, I put them in a cup and I sling them outside.
I do the
I
same thing.
I don't
I
try to, I
won't
don't
kill
want to
one.
kill anything unless I need to eat it or defend myself. And that's really where I'm at. I'll probably get shadow banned again for that. That pisses me off. I mean, I have a large following group, but they've got me snuffed.
They're supposed to be laying off of that
Well,
because
they're snuffing me, dude, because I see a lot of stuff and everybody's like, well, I didn't see any of that. And they follow me. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I put it up. Um,
they'll do that. It'll
that's
happen.
funny, Greg.
It'll happen and it sucks.
Yeah, I
Wow.
haven't had a
Oh,
monkey
that's
either.
funny.
But yeah, they do that. They've been doing that to me. They've been snuffing me out. I guess I said something to upset someone or something at one time. I don't know what it would be. I mean, I'm trying to.
I
Um,
got banned for mermaids.
I know, but I don't
Like
understand the shadow banning thing where they just cut you all out. It doesn't,
it
the numbers don't make sense
yeah,
because I'll
no.
put something up sometimes and it just blows up, and then s- I'll run something else and I'll have certain things in it, and then they just cut me off. And I think it's done on purpose. I think that there's something to do with sponsorships, and if you make money at something, they
Mhm.
have a tendency to cut you back unless they're making a profit on it. And I don't really dig that, dude.
Yeah, that
There's
could
something going
be.
on with it. There's something going on with that. If you look, I don't remember how many followers I have, like 80,000 or close to it, for
Yeah.
the amount that I have on there now from just over I mean, this has been over long period of time from back when it was Croc Stars. And
Yeah.
whatever. I know I don't post
I
that
don't
much.
know.
Like you post like 50 times a day, Brittany. I don't know how you do it. I mean, I respect it. I really would like to figure out how you do that. I don't know if it's I
Some
don't have the
days
time or
some days I have more time, so I'll film like a ton of stuff in one day and then I just draft it and then I pre-schedule out in a day if I know I'm going to be on the road, I'm going to be busy. Like I should have done that today. I just didn't do it. I had nothing in my drafts that I wanted to post today and I was like, well, I guess there's just going to be a behind the scenes Tammy reel. So there
I
it
mean, I
is.
saw that. I saw the one where your arm was ripped off and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
good, but that's the kind of shit right there. If you don't put a disclaimer up, they'll fucking nail you for it. I don't know
Yeah, though
why.
that was for entertainment purposes, so they know that that's entertainment purpose. Like
But
it's
I don't know
labeled
why
as
they do
entertainment
that.
purpose.
Someone goes, "Oh,
I don't know because they were
because
like
I'm gonna
graphic
start. I'm gonna
content.
start releasing the what's that stuff? I Sorry, I was reading something. I got a text. I'm gonna start releasing the slaughters videos. They'll start coming out soon.
Just put on
Like my
there
poster
entertainment
today.
purposes. That's all you have to do,
Yeah. I mean,
and that's
I
it.
like my Born Scum stuff was cool and everything, and then the
Hmm.
Sigil Baphomet jewelry, saw it. They put up. They're great people too, and they like put me back up on their story and stuff, and that's cool because his jewelry is awesome. He makes great stuff. Um, it was weird to me because if I have some really good stuff, like you'll see somebody like really something really dumb, like you'll see somebody like have like a garter snake or something,
Hmm.
and it'll have like 9 million views because he let the garter snake bite him in the nose. And we could be sitting with a fucking elephant or a cassowary talking about some really cool science, a little comedy, and you'll get like 8 views. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I don't
I know.
I don't understand how that works. So I
Mm-mm.
mean, I don't know. It's a thing. I'd really, to be honest with everybody watching, I can't stand social media. I have to do it now. I'm kind of like in contract, and there's things I have to do, but I really don't like it. Like it really kind of brings me down.
Yeah,
I try to open up my phone to do something or give some news, and you got 10 million shit things you got to go through and listen to, and I just get tired of it. I just wish there was something that was just a little more entertaining. Entertainment's fun, and that's why we're
yeah.
here. I just don't understand that the shadow banning just is just crazy to me.
I was shadow banned for a year, and when I talked to Instagram, they're like, "We have no idea why." Like the team looking back had
Yeah.
no idea why, and they're like, "This doesn't actually make any sense. I'm really sorry. Like we're sorry this happened to you, but we really cannot pinpoint when or why it happened. Your account is clean. Like you're eligible for everything. Like you have your status, your account status isn't in jeopardy per a video
Bill?
or nothing. Like they were like,
Right.
we're really sorry. We don't know why this happened. The only thing that they guessed it
True.
could have been was when they cleared out and they were going through and cleaning the bots and they were trying to get rid of all the bots. And I was like, that was this year. I'm talking about when I joined in 2021 and shortly thereafter I was banned. Like you guys just kept like getting me everywhere. Hey, Marissa.
Oh, you waiting for an Uber? That's nice. Steve, they have those over there? I guess I won't be facetious for you, Marissa, tonight. No, are they sure it's called
right
Uber
now.
or is it called kidnap? What do they got over there? Just kidding. Just kidding. No, yeah, that's cool. It's 8:11.
Sensitive people.
Yeah, they'll get upset. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. I probably have bots too. I mean, who knows?
I know I had bots. I had bots. I had a ton of bots.
Or whatever
like,
they call
it was
them,
just
faceless
stupid
pages
accounts.
or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
They have Uber
just
and
meant
it's
to
not
harass and
kidnapping.
That's good to know, Marissa.
Yeah, I think a lot of those faceless ones are meant to go out and harass people so they can sit behind the screen and talk about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of people are just shady. Who'd you contact? I'm gonna have to talk to somebody, I guess. If anybody in the comments knows about who to contact, I'll be glad to look into and talk to them because
I'll send it to you because we're
I email
both,
them all the time and nobody even gets back to me at all. And I've been verified for a long time.
You have to go. Yeah, you have to go through the verified chat group. Just go right to the verified chat group. And if you need to, they'll do a callback or you can talk to them directly through the chat and you'll talk to an actual person and they log the entire thing down so that you can
they
refer
need to
back
because this is ridiculous, man.
Yep.
I hope they clear a bunch of BS out of my page.
They've been doing it.
I can't think I have like 50,000 bots, dude.
I know. The only thing that I am like, on Instagram about and like trusting them is like, this is a perfect case scenario. So like you're shadow banned, possibly.
I got that picture, Marissa. Looks cool. Y'all look like you're having fun. Yes.
Like, right. So you probably didn't say anything that, it was obviously the algorithm or the robotic system that was put in for word code to go, oh, he said a word. Oh, we got to flag it, right? Whatever BS. But what pisses me off is that I can get comments to me that are threatening in nature and some I can't even repeat. I block and report them because they want you to report anything that's like calling for violence towards someone. So I report them to have it investigated with a screenshot of what was said to me.
Then you won't get anything done.
No, and they send me a thing back saying, after further review, we have seen that this person did not violate any guidelines. So I'm like, oh, let me get this straight. Okay. So they can threaten me and call upon me and my family ill will in a horrible way, in a comment and in a direct message. But they don't get flagged. They're fine. They're not ruining any guidelines. But if I say, I think this video is a hoax, I don't think this is real, I think this could just be, a really good CGI mermaid, I'm flagged and reported and said, if I don't remove this story out of my story, which it wasn't even my reel, my account will be banned for 3 days. Huh? What? Or if I go to type something and I say,
seems weird, doesn't it?
Yeah. Or like if I go to write a comment now, right? Like from my page, if I go, don't be a jerk, it will stop me after I write the word jerk and be like, or idiot. It'll stop me and be like, you might want to rephrase your comment or you will be banned from commenting for 24 hours. Well, how come these POSs can send horrible, heinous things to me in comments about basically wanting to like hurt me horribly?
What is POS? People of science? I don't understand what that means.
Pieces of shit.
Oh, I thought it was people of science because I have a lot of people of science around me, dude. You know what I mean? So I never know if that's a new slang and all this.
I don't keep up with slangs. I don't even know. I hate half the words out there. When somebody's like, "Oh, you seem sus," I'm like, you don't have enough moment in time to just say suspicious. You have to bring it down to just you're sus. You can't just say you're acting young suspicious.
Kid. They come up with all kind of stuff. They go, "Hey, that's crin," or "That's sussy." I'm like, dude.
Yeah, like
When I
what?
hear that, I just want to punch you in the fucking face. How about that, Meta?
Yeah. I'm like
But you know what
I'm
I
like,
like?
when I hear
I get,
I cringe, I wanna punch you.
I think a lot of problems is a lot of people don't. I have a lot of followers because I'm a little bit different looking than the average person.
Mhm.
And I think that, my, in my, the menagerie of, you know, the essence of my appearance and what I have sets people off. And so I get a lot of hateful stuff. And then I get a lot of the really far people that don't like Ant, but because I'm friends with Ant, then they get all over me in the morning about that too. Like they'll like, oh, I can't believe that you would do that with this person. He's a spewer of hate or whatever. I get so much stuff. It's so great. And I was telling Flavia the other day, I said, you don't understand how much that, and I love it so much. Like I love it so much. I like to just keep dumping on me and dumping on me and dumping on me. All right, getting picked up in the Uber. Hopefully they're not taking us to the Salvadorian prison. Well, they got you, Marissa. You'd be all right. You better
You
turn
you
me
gotta
down. You don't want to offend that driver. Hello.
you gotta
But
you
yeah,
gotta learn how to create a blade from a piece of stick from your daughter. You should have had her show you some
that's right.
411 before you left.
Stick shank, stick shank,
That's right.
Mexican stick shank. But anyways, I think that they don't realize I like that stuff. Like I told Flavio, like they like to do it, man. And it's like it's really
They're
just,
all
yeah, like I like it. Go ahead, you can trash on me. It's fun. It's okay to me. It's all right. I
I
don't know
don't
why
get
people get
these
upset
people.
about it. It's like just because it's wasting their time doing that. But yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. I mean, but then again, I got a lot of cool people too. And I really reach out and really talk to a lot of really cool. There's some really great people out there that I'm friends with, that I'm real in
They're
real life friends
amazing
with,
people.
that are on my
Yeah.
page that I really enjoy talking to. So,
Yeah.
the like I said, I think it was Ricky Gervais said that, the internet gave idiots a voice, and and I guess I'm an idiot too to a lot of people. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah. Goes all the way around.
I mean,
I
it's just I don't know. I just wish this was more for entertainment. If that makes any sense.
well,
I wish
I
it was
you
more for
know,
entertainment than the politics or trashing or any of that kind of stuff. I think,
I agree.
you know, I mean,
I agree.
when I was young, I didn't care about all that stuff. All the old people were getting upset
Mm-mm.
about politics and shit. I just wanted to have a nice time, and I have to worry about shit when I get older. I'm old now, but I still don't feel like I'm old enough to worry about all that stuff all the time. They're gonna go, "How could you say that? You've got to pay attention to the." Okay, I get that there's some critical things, but a lot of stuff that y'all are bitching about out there in the world, I don't give a fuck about, and I don't.
It's true.
It doesn't affect me. I
It's
don't.
true.
I don't involve myself in my life, my business, the people, my community with it, so it doesn't affect me. And I was talking to a friend of mine today on the phone, and we were just talking about how it's just so bad, dude. Like everything is a problem. People are leaving kitty cats outside too long. These idiots are giving kitty cats milk, and milk is bad for them. We need to get these people. I'm like, is there other stuff we could talk about, dude, besides kitty cats and milk? I mean, like I just see stuff that just blows me away. And you're going, aliens coming. I don't even pay attention to that. If I see, like, I saw people crying about going up in the rapture
Yeah, we were supposed to
because
have the
they.
rapture too.
But
That was on
listen,
Wednesday.
listen to this. Listen to this. They were crying about going to rapture because it doesn't say anywhere in the Bible that your pets get to go with you. So they're like, "What are we gonna do with our precious furry family members?"
Oh my
They were
gosh.
saying that, dude.
I
I
believe it.
sent a lot of it to you. Like,
I
"Oh my
believe
god,
it.
dude, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave Leroy behind. Their dog or whatever, their big old hound, Leroy, or something." I sent it to you, and like, we're gonna fly up, and he's gonna see us leaving him like this, and they're like, "What do we do? God, we've been." I'm like, "Oh my god!" I was about to call you. Like, is it really coming? Because I've been hearing this been coming since I was a kid. You little bastard. I'm like 10. You know what? The rapture's going to come next year. We're in the end times.
Exactly.
And you're going to stay
Exactly.
here. And there's going to be locusts and larvae, and they're going to eat on you, and the sun's going to get really hot and melt the car. Remember? What
Yeah.
was that
Yeah.
kid? Oh, what was that guy's name? That dipshit kid that made that movie
Oh, the
that
Left
we had to
Behind
watch.
series.
Oh my God. You know what I thought
Yeah.
was funny? This is the best fucking part. What a who listen, bro, when you want to make something, make it real. This guy runs behind this, they get underneath this tree, right?
Okay.
And the sun starts shining on the cars and burning the paint off the cars, but the tree don't melt. It's
Oh
hot enough to
yeah.
melt the paint off the
That's
car, the
true.
car's windshield's popping, but the tree's okay. And you're like, we've got to make it to cover.
That's true.
They're gonna behead us if we don't make it. Don't
That's
take the
true.
mark.
Oh, that's because
Remember
that's
how
like
cheesy that was?
after the rapture. Yeah. Yeah.
And the one guy runs out. He's like,
Yeah.
I can get and he turns into like smoke. And then they use
Yeah.
that old Star Trek CGI and he goes,
Yeah.
like, where'd he go?
Yeah.
Did he at least get to go to hell? Or did he make it? Because he never took the beast mark or whatever the hell they were talking about in that movie.
Yeah, the mark of the
Like he just said, poof.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I do.
Oh,
I
was it
remember.
Kirk Cameron?
I remember a
Golly,
bunch.
bro.
I remember a bunch from that movie. I remember like they had the Antichrist in the series. Yeah, I remember that whole series very, very well. Very, very well. Well, that's why I was like, oh, the rapture's coming. So like when the day ended, I was like, well, if I'm still here, that could be possible.
Did you at least call
so
Mom?
I was like,
and you're like,
I
we're all going to hell together.
No,
What
I
if it
ran
did
up.
come and you didn't make it?
Well, that was the thing. I was like, maybe it did happen and I'm just stuck here. I guess I wasn't that good of a person. But I was like, I'm going to run upstairs. Oh, my kids are here. I was like, Bimmy's still in bed. Finn's still. We're good. We're good. They don't know the difference between right or wrong. They're going. So I'm not worried.
God, I want to be a kid again so I could get yelled at and not know the difference between right and wrong.
I know. It's like, I'm good.
They know the difference, Brittany.
And then Mom texted me back and Heidi. So then I knew I was good. I was like, no, these are two holy rollers. They're still here. Got a lot of questions.
Oh my God.
I got to get back in the Bible. Shit.
It comes every 10 years it comes.
Yeah. I mean, the funny part was I actually found this woman. I sent the reel. I think I sent it to Mom, but it cracked me up. This woman, she took her shoe off. She was like beating the phone. And she was like, what are you talking about? The rapture? Just beating the phone. And she's like, that's dumb. And I was like, oh my God, this
then
is
you get
so
the serious
funny.
people that are like, listen, sweetie. I was reading the comments. Listen, sweetie.
Yeah.
A lot more has to happen before that happens. He has to put his foot down on the mountain of Galilee or something like that. I'm like, oh my God, bro.
We're not supposed to know.
Think they're going to leave their dogs.
Like we're not actually supposed to know.
If
like if you go by biblical context,
and
like
the
you're not
trumpets are
supposed
blowing
to
in
know.
the sky, it ain't that. We got bigger problems. That's all I'm telling you. If I don't see people flying up into there was a movie about that with what was his name? Seth Rogen and
oh yeah, it was a comedy. It was like a spoof on it.
They were all left behind, remember?
In the end, no.
Yeah, they were all left behind. They went to go get something or whatever. It was
and
hilarious.
like remember the ground was like opening up and like demons were crawling out and they're like screaming.
They're like, holy shit, it's the rapture.
They're like, it's real. Make it.
He's like, I'm a Jew. I'm not gonna go. You're gonna have to go without me, man. Get over there now. They made him run to the light. He's like, they won't let me in. I'm a Jew. That was the best movie ever. What was that name of that movie?
I can't. Jason Segel was in it. What's his name? Jonah Hill was in it.
Yeah.
There were like a lot of really high end comedians were in that movie.
Funny dude.
What was the name of that? Oh, I can't remember.
Oh my God. Someone will know it. I bet Craig knows it. If he's still here, he'll know that movie.
Yeah, Craig. Yeah, put it in there. Those movies are great.
He'll research, but that was a funny movie. He's like, I can't go. Remember the light came back down. I was like, I can't get in there. He's not going to let me in. I don't even believe in him, man. He's not going to forgive me, bro. It was funny, dude. It was fucking awesome. And the devil was in the end running around. It was awesome.
Yeah. It was like slowly, like it started off like a normal day.
Wish
and
you
then
would call
it
me
just
about
like
aliens.
hit the fan. Well, because it's not, I made a reel, but I was like, I was actually sent multiple reels from friends of mine that were like, have you seen this? Like, what is this all about? I thought it was November. And then I was like, no, the object is like October, November. It like comes close
November.
To
it's November now. That was October, but they moved it to November.
Okay, because they've been monitoring.
They got to change when they're going to release it. Yeah,
whatever. So I was like, what? Alien invasion. So then I get this video of this woman who's like preparing people for when they come on September 25th. And I was like, what? And then there was like another person that was like, so I guess the time has been moved up. And I guess now aliens are coming on the 25th. So I had people like reaching out to me saying like, should we be prepared for Project Bluebeam? Like, are they going to do weird stuff in the sky and make us think it's aliens?
Greg said the spaceship's coming November. That's going to beam the people up. That's the rapture.
Oh, whatever. No.
All right, Craig.
Okay, Craig, get the name for us then, buddy. You're our Google guy.
I'm going to hang out with Craig on that night when the aliens show up.
It's not going to happen. Like, come on. Like, I can't. Like, aliens are already here.
You know,
like, let's just wake up, people. Aliens are already here. Sorry. But if they were going to do something, they would have done it a long time ago. I know, and they get pissed at me all
They're
the time.
sitting
I
there going,
had
"Oh my
comments.
God, you're so wrong. You're so wrong."
Yeah, and they can feel wrong for me, and I'll deal with it when the time comes. I had comments and I had messages to me that, how dare I? People had visions, and I was like, yeah, we all have visions. Doesn't mean it's
Yeah,
real.
this is the end.
Like,
I think that's what it's called, Jeff.
yes, I think you're right, Jeff. Like, I'm not trying to be offensive, but I'm also very real on some of this stuff. And it is my job. And I don't like false fabricated things that create fear and division and an agenda, when we could actually look at having an alien race and look at it with excitement and something really cool, and not look at it like, oh, it's hostile, they're going to take over. If they wanted to do it, they would have already done it. Like, you're talking about an advanced civilization that is traveling to light years away and traveling to our planet to observe us. If they wanted to take us out, they would have already done it. They don't want to. We're like ants to them. They're
I
just
know they got to
watching
figure
us.
out how to wait.
Like,
They got to figure out how to kill all of us off so that they don't hurt the planet. That's what they're trying to do.
yeah, they want it. They want the minerals from our planet. Like, if you look at
Right.
this
So they're going to kill us in
logically,
a different way. I mean, that's doesn't mean it's going to be friendly.
or they could just coexist, or
So
they
when they
just
come-
do what they need to do and they
when
leave.
they come down to kill everyone, are you just going to sit with your kids and be slaughtered, or what are you going to do?
Look, I'm gonna be like, "What's up, guys? I was on your side, Team Alien, for a long time. So
I know that's funny, but
we're
I
cool."
don't know, dude. Yeah,
No,
think
I don't
Jeff
know.
said the
I don't
same
know,
thing.
because
Judy, this is the
this
end.
is
Yeah,
the
that was
end.
it. That's what Jeff
Yeah.
said. Yep, this is the end.
I mean,
I
I don't
just
know. I
wonder,
mean,
are you gonna?
that is something that's hard, because like, let's just hypothetically speaking, we don't know the intention of any other being that's created on another planet. We don't know what they need. We don't know their advancements. The biggest thing that I have is like, yes, they might be technologically advanced, but are they emotionally advanced? Are they intelligently advanced? Just because they might know how to do things mathematically or numbers, right? Mathematics
You
is
better
the
hope they're
universal
emotionally
language.
advanced, or they're gonna smoke you.
Well, no, because if you look at the stories of Greys, they're not. They don't understand emotion at all. They do not understand human emotion
So
at
they're a
all.
bunch of autistic aliens, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they're like, if you were
They
to
all
put it
get
in the
off and like,
category of
"That's not
autism,
logical.
it's
You're
like,
wrong."
it's literally like Asperger's. Like, they do not they're logical. They speak on their mind. They don't understand. Like, if you look at the reports of abductions where they've experienced gray aliens, the abductees have said, when I'm screaming in pain, they go, "Why are you screaming? Why? And they're like, "Because it hurts." And they're like, "Well, why does it hurt?" Like, they do not logically understand. And then they go,
They
"If you just
know it hurts.
cooperate." But I guess they don't, like,
If I
because
catch one, I'm
they
gonna
do
cut
not
its leg
experience
off and ask it
pain.
if it hurts. Then
I'm just saying, I guess they don't experience pain, or they have been bred. Pain has, like, the understanding of pain or that type of stuff has been bred out of compassion, I should say. Like, the empathy and compassion to somebody having pain is them not understanding why you're hurting and why you're feeling pain. Like, if you would just
Right.
cooperate and let us get what we need from you, you won't be in any more pain and you'll be back home in your bed and everything is done. Like, to them, it's like, this is just work. Let us get what we need from you and you'll be done. Like, we're trying to cooperate. Just cooperate with us. Because they'll be like, there's no mouth movement, but they're talking to me like in telepathy, and they're telling me if I just cooperate and I just let them get what they need from me, they'll let me go. So it's like, okay, they just don't have any human emotion. But then they are the ones that allegedly work for the like the other hierarchy aliens that they have, to where you've got like these other beings that are more superior, more human-like, that understand compassion, that understand emotion, and they send these grays to do the dirty work. So it's like the grays are the workers, and then you have the hierarchy. Like, you have all these different, like the Norwegian style aliens that are beautiful,
sounds like
and intelligent.
Sounds like slavery. That's really not cool, man.
I know.
Hey, we're gonna send those guys down there to do all the shit work. The little gray guys.
Yeah, they're gonna
Take
take the vessels and
gray.
go on. Well, that's the funny thing, right? Like, people are like, when I get into these debates in the conversations about extraterrestrial beings, like, they immediately resorted to, well, they look like us. Hell no, they're not going to. If they're made on this
So
this
if they come,
planet,
they're going to be called
then
alien
yes.
Americans. What are they going to call them?
If
that, like, where they land, are they going to be like, because like if they go to China first, then they'll be alien Chinese aliens. But if they come here, like, say they come over here, like, Chinese American, like you always hear that Chinese American, African American. Is they going to be alien American? Is that what they'll be?
Well, no, because
if they come here, why would they come here first to us? Why wouldn't? Can't they go to some other part and destroy it first? So
they have been. They've been to all. They've been all other countries have had experiences with. extraterrestrial life.
Yeah.
I mean, all over our planet. Like we're talking like centuries old stuff from context. Again, I'm sorry. I'm not on they're here to harm
I mean,
us.
this is
you
your
know.
thing. You're a ufologist, so I'm going with whatever you say.
Yeah, I just, I am not a believer that they're here to harm us. I think they are doing their job. I think they have things that they're trying to recover. And I don't think they look at us as a threat. Right now, they don't look at us like a threat. Because here's my biggest question. Here's legally. Here's my biggest question is like, how come we have reports of these things shutting down our major artillery factories with our missiles? They turn the missiles off. It's almost like they're trying to stop us from hurting ourselves. So
yeah, well, you wouldn't want to. It's not ourselves. It's the resources that they want.
Well,
they
and
don't
that
give a
too.
fuck about us.
Well, there was historical context written that had these conversations that, and I will say allegedly having these conversations where they had been in conversation of saying like, please don't destroy your planet. Ours is being destroyed. Ours is becoming minimal. And you still have a very, healthy planet that we could learn to coexist on and work together on. Like it's never like this hostile, we've come to hurt you. Like a lot of that's been fabricated through film and television. Like it just has these crazy alien invasion stories. And yes, it's scary as shit. Like I don't want to come downstairs because I hear noise and come up to like a 3.5 foot gray alien and like 6 of them completely knock me unconscious in my house. Like I don't want
those
that.
ones that go like this and shit. They make that call sound.
Yeah, I don't want that either.
That was about the rapture. Did you know that?
Which one? Wait, which one was that one?
Alien movie where the thing's got in people's neck and they killed that one gray. That girl killed that gray.
Oh, yes. That was one of the newer ones that just came out.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. But that was about the rapture. Remember in the end, they're waving and they're mowing the grass. Hi, Agnes. Hi. And everybody's happy. And the aliens are monitoring people. And they're like, la, la, it's heaven here. It's heaven. Yeah.
And they're like playing the song. Like it was like stuck in the 1950s. She killed a ton of them, though.
She killed a ton of them.
She did. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not letting them do that to me. If I get swarmed by them, dude, I'll take myself. I'm not. I'll get as many as I can, but they're not getting me. I'll dismember myself so fast.
I'm sure.
A Mossberg won't handle, dude. Nothing.
I will be honest. I would much rather come face to face with a ghost in my house and be like, oh, hello, than an alien. I would rather.
And you're into aliens. You think they're cool.
I do think they're cool. It's just, I also know me and I know how creative my brain goes and how, no, I don't want that. I'm good. And I don't like either that when I was doing the percentages. So anybody who's out there who's ORH negative, I'm sorry, but we are the highest abductees in abduction cases for our blood type.
So that's you. That's good.
Yeah. We are the highest. And yeah, it's like 15% out of abductees are.
That means you're going to leave John with the kids. You're going to be okay with that?
Right. Oh, yeah, that's fine. As long as somebody's here. Like, I'd rather it be him than nobody.
You'd rather
Could you imagine?
Taken? Oh, me too.
Yeah.
You're like, please take John instead of me. He's had a long life. He's done a lot better in his life than I have. You need to take him. He's been around longer. He's had a nice...
He really wants to retire. He's ready. He's so ready.
He's had a long life.
He's done. Just take him.
That
was like that movie. Remember, it was a few years ago with Mila. Shoot. Give me a second. Oh. Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. Remember?
Of the fifth kind or of the fourth kind?
Fourth kind. I'm sorry, fourth kind. Yeah, because there's stage 1, 2, 3 from Hynek.
Insane. Yeah, and Judy asked you, was it negative blood or just O A?
Negative. ORH negative. Sorry. Hey, Noah.
Yeah, man. That to me is
that movie was insane to me. Yeah. And you know what's funny though is like, so after that movie came out, people started flooding Nome, Alaska with like, tell us the reports, tell us. The mayor got so mad, they shut it all down, poo-pooed everything away. But what I have discovered is that when you have a small town that starts getting inundated
Hey, what's up,
and
Sage?
hey Sage, having these types of cases of alien abduction cases where things don't come, like people don't come back, and it's all
Right.
related to aliens. You'd be surprised how many of those towns try to change the story very quickly.
Well, just make
Oh
sure you keep
no,
looking up.
I'm sorry. Hey, I am too, though. I am too, girl. So just
Yeah,
so
I'm
you know.
safe, so I'm not O
But
negative.
yeah. So I do find that funny. They do try and like change the story a little bit to like get people to don't come around. Like no one blamed it on people getting drunk. They're like, this wasn't real. This wasn't a real case. People get drunk at the bars and they fall in the icy rivers and they don't return home. That's where people go missing and they're not abducted by
Just like the White
aliens.
Mountains of Arizona.
Yeah. I mean, if you
That
ask
movie
me,
was grotesque.
I
Fire in the
think we
sky.
have
They were dragging
portals.
him down those honeycombs and shit.
Oh yeah, he still talks about all that. Travis Walton still talks about that case to this day.
A
And
lot
I've
of
met
people
him.
talk
I've
about
met
stuff.
him.
Remember that guy that said he was picked up by a thunderbird?
Yes. From our show. Yes.
Oh God, they didn't let me interview him. Just for the record, folks,
No, they didn't. They
because
let
I just want to
Charlie.
say this because and Charlie knew too. We were researching that guy, and he had been like fraudulently telling stories for a long time. Like he got that scar on his shoulder about 30 years after he was supposedly taken by a thunderbird and flown away with.
Yeah.
Just so you know. So I want to say, don't show
We
that
uncovered
scar.
a
That
lot.
scar didn't have nothing to do with you. They didn't talk about it. You were in the picture. You had your little tank top on after that, and you were doing interviews back in the day, and you had no scar. Then all of a sudden, you've got this big, huge scar so you could be a hero. And then you get him, and he looks like the type of guy that stands outside of 7-Eleven asking for change so he can buy fucking a blunt.
Well,
Give me a break.
what's
How come
interesting to me.
intelligent people don't get abducted by aliens and stuff? Why is it always like, you know, well, I was outside the camper and I was having my Bush Light. I only drink Bush once a year. Uh, and he just showed up and he said, "You're going with me." And they took me and they touched my penis.
Oh my God. Hold on. I
Why do
want to
they do
answer
that? Why
Noah's
does anybody go,
question.
listen, I left the
So
building.
so Noah,
I left
his
my office. I mean, how's that? I got
there
in my
are there
BMW and I
there
was
actually
taken.
are those cases. We have a lot
They
of
took my
divers
whole car and they
cases,
sent me
scuba
back
diver
without my
cases.
car. They kept my Beamer. How come that never happens?
We have legitimate cases from people like that too, even especially even scuba divers.
Oh, man.
Noah, so to answer your question, it wasn't that what happened to him was a kid was a fraud. It's just that after his mother passed away, there seemed to be, from the research that we did, especially even on my side from years back, and also reaching out to Ken Gearhart and just asking him
What's up,
a question in regards
Samantha?
to his scar. Even he was like, I don't ever remember him having a scar. We had actually gone through the archive of Discovery and found a video interview he did with Discovery Channel in, I believe, like early 2000s, where he was in like a blue tank top, no scar, didn't mention anything about the scar. When his mother first talked about this encounter, she basically said they looked like either condors or large vultures. There were two of them. They picked him up by his white tank top, and it's not that he was completely lifted off the ground. It was just enough where
No,
she
just
could
knocked them
basically,
down.
right, knocked him down, and was like he was, flailing or whatever to try and get away from these birds. And she got her broom, and so she tried to like get the birds off her kid. And the statement that she had made at that time was that the wingspan was like 10 feet, nothing more than that, which would
Bullshit.
be, whatever.
Bullshit.
But she said between 8 to 10 feet. But she said, I will be honest, I was in, pure fear more. You can actually go back and read her statements. I was just in fear for my kid. I didn't know what these birds were trying to do.
I think he just went over there and he was fucking around with some roadkill. They got upset and they were probably flapping around on him, and he was scared, jumping up and down to get him away, because that makes more sense than a
Well, the
giant
mom
bird
was
trying to
cool
leave with
about
him.
it. Well, that was the mom even said it didn't lift them
I
off
just
the
couldn't
ground
get
or
it.
anything. They were attacking.
I'm sorry,
right?
Noah. I think the guy's full of shit. I'll say it. I don't
Well, no.
believe him.
So anyway, so the story that he tells now is extremely different than what his mom said. Like you can go back and actually read what his mom said in the newspaper, what she wrote in books, like her first interview. She met with Lauren Coleman and several others, and
Oh my God.
basically
That probably
gave.
never happened either.
No,
They
it
made
did.
up a story long enough.
No. It
They
hit the
got to make
news.
it real. Yeah, because they're like, let's scam it, mama. Let's say that we got picked up by a big bird. And she's like, all right.
Well, no,
But you
there
could
was
do
no.
that, Brittany. I could do that with you.
Oh no,
I
you
could have a
could,
giant
but I'm just
crocodile
saying,
grab
like
you, and I,
she
I could say it happened at your right outside the lake of your house. We got it off
for
of you, and
sure.
I could just take a couple of nails and nail them into your leg, so it looks like you were bitten, and then we
No,
could
but they
start
had
this
no
big
marks.
fraudulent thing.
No, but I'm saying is he had another
I
brother
realized
there.
that. I
But I'm
realized that.
saying that was the point I was trying to make was like in her original statement, she was like, thank God he has tank top on, or he might have gotten a scar. Like she made a point of saying he has no scratches and bruises. The birds were just attacking him, and I really don't know why. Like she literally, that's all it was. And the media at the time blew it out of proportion. The
Yeah,
news
me
were
too,
like,
Sage.
birds came from the sky and attacked this woman. You know, it was like this ridiculous ordeal. But it got drastically worse after his mother's passing. Like the story
Right.
became, in my opinion, from the research I did and reading his case for years and years and years, it just got more and more and more and more elaborated than the original story. So
I think you got a point.
yeah, like I
I
was
think he was
totally on the
definitely making
mom's
that
side.
stuff. But there's a lot of people that say he was making that stuff up.
Yeah, we had a lot of people call and we're not happy that we actually were having him on. That were like, we have found that, you know, XYZ. And I was like, well, it is what it is. So I'm not interviewing him. That was Charlie and Tracy. they
I know
they
Charlie
interviewed
was
him.
like, Troy, man. Oh my God, I'm glad you're not there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
we're gonna be sounds like he was very uh, it's gonna sound like he was not very credible. Was Tracy there? She could have told whether he was lying or not. Maybe she could have told. I could tell you right there, if me and Justin were there, we know when you're lying because I know how animals work, and I think there's a lot of bullshit out there, guys. I'm serious, a lot.
Yeah. I actually didn't understand why. I mean, I did and I didn't, but I don't understand why when it comes to having a discussion with someone regarding an animal attack, why we didn't have the
Oh
actual animal
God,
experts and the bird of prey
so glad.
experts there handling
Good thing.
that situation. But it is what it is.
Good thing I'm still in contract with these types of things. I'm gonna tell you that right now, folks. Good thing.
I'm just honest, like when it comes to this, because this is what I do every day. Like people
Bullshit
will
on
send
all
me,
of it. There's a lot of stuff I was
yeah, I'm
when
like
we were dealing with stuff there. I'm
God,
like, how? Here's the problem. Let me give you an example. So let's just, for the sake of argument, say that Bigfoot's real. I'm not saying he's not or he is. I'm just saying, let's just say.
just be
If I saw
gentle.
him, I'd say, okay, cool, he's a Bigfoot. I'm cool with that, right? There's a fun about going out in the woods and looking for some big ass monkey. Everybody gets into it. I understand the thrill. I get all that. But when you take it serious and you got some fucking buffoon making up stories all the time so that they can get a piece of the action, really sets you off the trail. Now, that's like a child being abducted and somebody wants to be on the news like, yeah, I was over at the Waffle House and I saw her come in with a strange man and they got in a red Buick Skylark. It looked like about an 87 and they started adding details. Now you got,
Hmm.
she wasn't ever there. She was in a completely different part of the state, the
In a
abducted
different
child.
car.
Right. And because you got a hero, you just set them all off because this guy wanted fame. And and
Yeah.
and I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I do a lot of stuff with people and they'll call me like, oh yeah, and I talk to them like, yep. And I listen to the circles and I'll ask specific questions. And the reason I ask specific questions, which I think Tracy should have done that, but you know, whatever. So when you do that type of stuff and you go around like, and it was very hard for me to interview with Justin standing there because we're like, and I'm sure there's a few times in the episode when,
Justin.
yeah, I saw this lizard man. He went out and stole my drill, Gator man, and jumped back in the lake. The minute Justin looked at me when he said that, I go, this should be done right here. We shouldn't even be doing this. This
Yeah.
this isn't helping us find a large animal. We're looking for a large animal, right? Now, clearly, we've already seen the slides. We know what alligators do. We know what they do when
Right.
they're mucking around. We know what alligators do. I see alligators every fucking day of my life. I have to take care of them every day. Every
Yep.
little idiotic thing they do, every little sneaky thing they do, I know. So we're looking at it, and Justin's is a complete professional, like top notch when it comes to alligators. Period. End of
Hmm.
story. That's that. And so when someone's like, yeah, then he stood up and he buttoned up his denim jacket and he took my drill, that lizard man, he whipped his tail at me and looked at me and his eyes were glowing red. I'm like, here we go. We're supposed to take this serious. I'm sorry, man. That's the shit that I don't like.
Yep.
Not that people's. So when you come up to me or you see me at an event with Brittany and you come up and talk to me, not that your sighting isn't credible, but I want to hear legitimate sighting. Like, hey, man,
Yeah.
we were camping. There was this bipedal hominid about what appeared to be at least 8 to 9 feet tall, maybe a little bit shorter than 9 foot, but very big, bipedal, and it just took off. scared the shit out of me. I don't know what it was this day. I'm like, this guy saw something, man. He saw something
Yeah.
that startled him. But when they come up like, yeah, he opened up a Slim Jim and he took my beer. And then I left a marshmallow out for him. And next thing I know, he made a marshmallow man, like the one in Ghostbusters. And he had him sitting up in the tree, like, they like toys too. Like they're Matt Moneymaker or some shit like that. Just gets on my
Yeah.
nerves, man. Like,
No.
I don't mind going out because I like seeing cool shit like that. These goofy, silly shows make the fields. Yes, you're right, Noah. It's
They
very
do.
true. And
They
Brittany got
do.
us into that goofy show. I don't know why she did that, but I'm just kidding. It was a joke. I'm joking. We really tried to take that somewhere, but unfortunately, I'll say it. Unfortunately, when you take someone like Ivan Sanderson that really put some serious work into it, and you give it to a network, they can't be real because it would be boring.
Yeah.
So they got to spice it up so that the average ding dong that has the IQ of 10 gets excited about it, which it really shouldn't appeal to people like that. It should appeal to people who's really interested in seeing what they think they saw in the woods or something that was true to them. That's
Yeah.
just how I feel. Like
Well, if they paid
you shouldn't
attention
have
to
to
their
spice
comments,
something
they
up
would get
enough.
that. I'm gonna say it.
Oh, you saw that, Craig. See, say Craig's. They left that piece in. Yes, they did. They did because when he said that, I'm like, oh god. I wanted to walk away. I wanted to walk away. I can't because I'm in the scene, and I'm like, man, this is a wasted time, right? And in the end, we did. We found an alligator. Fuck it. But I knew we would. You know. And then in the end, they're like, well, it still doesn't explain the gal row. I'm like, come on, man. It explained it just fine, just fine. But I'm not kidding. I've seen episodes of Monsters and Mysteries in America where the guy got kidnapped by aliens and then they made him fight like a gladiator in the arena. I'm not kidding. See?
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
And that doesn't, I bet you that guy that got kidnapped was pulled in and told to say that, listen, we're going to add it up a little bit so that, it's cool TV. But to me, cool TV is what I'm into. I want to watch them. I want them to find something, or really, I'd like to see the evidence behind it. If I'm going after, like, if we were going to go to the Congo and look for Gustav, Brittany,
Hmm.
I want real facts. I don't want made up stories about Gustav. I want to find his ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
My ex-father-in-law was so horrible he could have passed this rip to me.
Good Lord, Sage.
But I mean, and then they're like, "Oh, this guy's hasn't spoke out," and I'm like, "Bullshit! He's on 17 other episodes speaking out."
Yeah, that's the part I didn't like where they'd be like, this person, we had to convince them all day to come on. I'm like, why? I've seen this person multiple times. What do
Hmm.
you mean you had to convince them? I've seen it. Like, what I
And
didn't
now,
like was
let me
like
tell you
they
this.
thought we just didn't know the field, or even me. That was the part. And I'm gonna say I don't care. I don't care what it does to me, but that was the part that annoyed me. Was like, don't tell me
Yeah, lie.
a lie about my own field work that I've
But
been
hold
doing
on, I
for
want to clarify.
years.
Let
Like
me
what?
clarify here. Folks, let me give you some inside stuff. So
Like
we worked
no,
under the company that we worked for in that show was a company named Anomaly. Anomaly is
they're
a
amazing.
fantastic production company. Okay, the
Good
the two
people.
that own that, the guys that own that are great. Mike's a great producer. The problem for Mike is that he had other really serious things going on. He couldn't oversee everything, and so
Yep.
you put your trust in certain people, and then not everybody is going to be as shiny as everybody else. And they probably watch it now and they didn't like me anyways. I'm sure I was a hated bastard. I'm sure they're like, do we even have to wake him up today? I don't even want to bring him on the road. I'm sure. But I don't care because, man, at the end of the day, it's my face, it's Brittany's face, it's Justin's face out there, right? And if we're telling something, I live my entire life on trying to be truthful and factual to what I know. And if I don't know it, I'll find someone that does and I'll ask them. I have no problem taking a back seat when it comes to something I don't know. I don't make it up. I don't act. This is it. The way we are here on this show is the way we are in real life. And so, a lot of people were coming up to me at the events that we were doing and like, man, you're actually really cool. In the show, you look like an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, you don't understand because I was insulting you in that show. Okay. Because they're trying to make us say things that aren't real about something that you're here because you believe in what you saw. You're
Mm-hmm.
holding on to the fact that there's a cryptid or a Bigfoot or something out here that's I'm actually okay, buddy. Um that you believe in. And some of these people really believe in it. There's this guy told me a story about he thought he saw one in a rock quarry by his house when he was like in his 20s. And he got terrified of it. Like they chased him out of there, whatever it was, chased him out, and he was scared.
Yep.
And talking to him, he didn't make anything up. He didn't be like, "Yeah, it's 11 feet tall, had lightning bolt for a penis, and all this stuff." He didn't say any of that. He was just like, "It looked like a big ass gorilla, and it was pissed."
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know, it, it, it- what's next? What's next? These silly shows. Guy gets kidnapped by a Bigfoot while camping, and it makes him wear a tutu and refer himself as Mary. Yeah, because
Noah.
that's AI now, bro. I've seen that too. All the AI Bigfoot stuff is pretty much how it goes. Um,
Yeah,
and
I'm
and
over it.
and then these people believe it, and then I thought that's why I didn't want to do it, guys, because there's a lot of truth to that guy. Regardless of what you feel about Ivan Sanderson, his work or whatever, he did put some effort into trying to find things, and you got to give him that credit.
He did.
And I know there's probably a lot of people who disagree with me right now, and they're probably pissy with me, or like, see how Troy's talking shit. I'm really not talking shit. I'm giving you facts. And there's a lot of things that we could have done that I think would have been a lot better, more realistically explained to the people and gave them real science. And I think that's why if you really look into stuff, true crime is a really big grab for people. They love true crime. They like to solve a mystery. Humans have this want and this desire to continually move on and see the unknown. Like, you know, when you're a kid, everything
Yeah.
is new to you. You go outside, you see a skink for the first time, the blue tail. You're like, man, that's fucking awesome, you know. Or you see like, thank you. And I'm an agnostic skeptic because if I saw one, I'd be like, yep, that's pretty weird, and I'd be like, I don't know what that is, and I wouldn't tell anybody what I saw or where I saw it because I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
kill it or anything like that. But they did no sidetrack. They did put us in some very remote places. So if we were going to see something,
Yeah.
we might see something. Now we did find a track for real, and I to this day, I thought Brittany made it up just to try to mess with me out there.
I didn't.
But
I
but
didn't.
we did find a track that I could not explain. And here's what I didn't know. You got to sit in there. Now that track that Brittany has right there, we found on our off day screwing around in Minnesota. But I didn't know this is the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'll go take a lie detector test. Whatever it takes, a stress test. I had no idea that that thing had a big toe. So I'm like,
No,
Brittany, did you make this? This is some bullshit,
it
right?
does.
I got mad at her. We were rolling rocks,
You
looking
can't
at the
really see. That's
porcupine.
the other toe next to it. It was like gripping the ground. So like you can
Yeah, it was
actually
all
see
bent
the
up. It was
toe.
weird
Yeah.
looking.
And then you
It
can
was
see the
weird looking.
muscles in the feet all the way down. Yeah, it was crazy. Or tendons,
Yeah.
excuse
So
me.
listen, I was coming
Tendons.
down the hill and I saw that on the ground. And I said, "What the
Yeah.
fuck is this,
The
Brittany? Did you make
pinky
this over
pinky
here
toe.
so I'd come over here and find this?" I was really pissed
he
off. Like I got mad at her. I thought she was
had a
fucking with me.
rock because we were trying to see how long the rocks would go down the hill and you could hear it or from the mountain. And he had this big rock and he like puts it on his hip and he's like, I don't even want to throw rocks anymore, guys. And Justin was
Yeah, I
like,
was
what
pissed.
the
I'm like, I
heck?
want to go home now. We're out here fucking making footprints. But Brittany's like, I really didn't do that. And then we saw.
I don't
So
make up.
that night
This
we
is
got
something
briefed.
very serious to me. I would never do this.
All right, but
Never.
listen, let me finish that, Brittany, because for me,
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about the Minnesota wild man or anything. The only thing I knew about is that Touch Me Terry said he knew where the domicile was, and he herded them in and he fed them biscuits, or where the fuck that lying piece of shit said. So I didn't know anything about that. We have a briefing, and they're like, "Hey guys, we're going to talk about the Minnesota wild man. This is the information that we have." We were all
Mhm.
sitting there, me, Justin, and Brittany, right?
Yep.
And they go, "Yeah." So according to Ivan, he said they have large, big toes. I looked at Justin. And he looked at me and I was like, well, that's fucking weird. Justin was like, what? And I was like, and then Brittany's like, we found one of those tracks. Like, why didn't you tell us? And I'm like, well, you know, I didn't think about it. First of all, it was on sovereign land. It was on the Native American land there. And they all up in that Bigfoot area. And they said not to mess with that stuff up there.
Yeah.
Just so you know, guys, you can go there for free. They're not making money off of it. They just said this is their domicile out here. This is where they live. If you see one, stay on the trail. Do not alarm them. Don't throw anything at them. Don't try to hurt them or anything.
They're
And there was a
protected by them.
plethora,
Yeah.
okay, a plethora of small human-sized footprints, wide footprints all over the riverbeds up in there. Yes. First of all, they're like, oh, it's probably just people hiking. First of all, you would have died if you were barefoot there. It was
It's
probably
freezing.
22 degrees, if that, by the time you get up there in the evening. So, it gets just warm enough in the day, 40 degrees, to soften the ground enough that you could leave a footprint and then it freezes it again. So, if you're walking around barefoot and 40 degrees up there, that high up,
Yeah.
well, I don't know, man. I can't explain that, but people do. It's not impossible. It's not illogical. It's not possible. But when we saw that, I'm like, yeah, well, I got to give that to you, Brittany, because I really didn't know. Unless they sent someone else up there, but then nobody knew where we were going. We just kind of
No, we did it on our
decided to
own.
take the day off and go do something. As I understand it, the guy
Actually,
who owned the wild man corpse got rid of it because his lawyer told him if the creature was legally ruled human, he'd be. That's correct.
That is correct.
That's
Yeah.
correct. That's correct.
That was also why, and I will tell you really quick, Noah, that is also why Ivan Sanderson, who was friends with Johnny Carson, decided to go back on the Carson show to wipe his hands clean of this, because he had identified the body and examined it for 3 days with Bernard Hoovelman, and he did not want to be in association to a murder if it ended up being an actual corpse of an actual body. So he went back on Johnny Carson to wipe himself clean and ask the FBI, national television, to investigate this man and his claims further, because now the body's missing and he wants to know why. So he went back on to wipe himself clean of it with his own, because he did not want his scientific work being taken away and his scientific degrees being stripped from him within the universities to be attached to something like that. So he wiped himself of it.
It looked like a Neanderthal.
It did.
The stuff we were looking at,
the original one, the original, the original.
Yeah. He's all like this.
Yeah, it was.
His hand was all twisted up, and he had that big ass nose. He looked like a Neanderthal, all hairy and shit.
Well, here's a crazy factor of this whole thing. I really think it
was a human being. I think it was a human, and they killed his ass.
Real wild person.
Like you know the one you have that off whatever that disorder where you grow body hair all over your face, like out of your eyes and everything. And you're like, you look like Wolfman, like from the Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
And I think somebody probably shot him, and then they went around making money off that body.
And they might have, because here's the kicker, right? So like the original statement is that it charged Hansen, right? Like this creature charged him and he shot it to self-defense. When Ivan and Bernard actually investigated this, when it started to thaw and they could smell it, but they could actually see the creature a lot better, he was like, "You're lying. It's BS. I can see the bullet wound from the back of the head. You blew out the left eye." So he identified that this thing was actually running away and they shot it. So he was pissed. He's like, "You lied to us." Like after the further evaluation, he was like, "You actually murdered this thing no matter what."
I didn't even know that.
I have the book back there if you want to read it, Troy. It's a really good read. And Bernard broke it. As soon as they discovered that, I know. I know, but this one's like a crime. Like it really broke it down for files and cases. It was great.
Like, man, this is really cool. All right, what can I do? I got to get it. I don't know. I'm always like that. Some people really get into books. Like I don't know how they do it. I like it. I have more power to you, but I don't know how you sit there and read a book, man. Like it's just like.
For me with books, it has to be something that I want to read. Otherwise, I don't want to read. I hated doing like book tests and like when we were in school, I hated doing anything related to like you had to read the book and then find no, I'm done. Oh, don't get me started, Noah. Don't get me started.
Well, that's when he asked the question for. He's getting you started because he said, "What is your guys' opinion on the Lizard Man escape or swamp? What do you make of Christopher David's infamous encounter?" So he wants you to get started. So you have you got some time. You've got about
a few
2 minutes.
If you want my honest opinion, I have actually been to the location. I have talked to many eyewitnesses there. I actually had the famous Lizard Man burger. And I went to the alleged location where this incident happened. And if you ask me, from the knowledge of knowing my brother and also knowing that this kid was about 17 or 18 years old, I want to say when the incident took place, I think he was late for curfew. I think he was out having a good time. I think he actually ran into a tree, if you ask me, because the original account did not have all this extra fluff to it. Just so you know, if you go back and strip away, go back to the original account. I love deep diving and going back to the original straight out of the horse's mouth. And I think he actually ran over an alligator. If you want my honest opinion, I think he got, I think he swerved off the road.
He was on LSD or mushrooms. And
I think this little kid, and I could be completely wrong. And I don't want to fabricate anything about this poor kid. And it was years ago. So I'm just saying as a researcher and a field researcher in this field, and now talking to individuals when I was there, I am a believer from my own investigations that he literally was out past curfew, either ran the car off the road, got stuck with an alligator in the water, drove the car danged up, banged up, scraped up. Because if you actually hit, and I know been in some nasty accidents in Troy too, but like if you hit metal the right way, it can look like claw marks going up the side of your car. Okay. Any metal boxes or anything like that or fencing, it can make it look like claw marks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, listen, like cats are real. Cats are real. So I'm just saying I think that I know he's not, but I still have respect for him and his family and things like this. Right. I know. And so out of respect, I just don't want to say It's my personal opinion. Nothing ill will on him.
See, I didn't know you were going to talk
God
shit about
rest
the
his
guy and he
soul.
was killed in a home invasion.
It's not talking shit. I'm saying he probably did what any of us would have done. We made up a story because we came back late after curfew with a damaged car. So
That's
at
a
that
hell of a story.
time,
This
I
lizard
think I
guy
would
came
much
after me,
rather.
y'all.
I think now you could do the opposite. I could not think logical and I could be on the more believer side and say he saw a one of a kind reptilian that everybody talks about and it happened to run through. My only thing is that it hasn't been seen again realistically, true accounts. Okay. And the cast that they have, knowing you, Troy, and seeing all the alligators I've worked with you and seeing footprints in the mud, they very much look like casts of alligator tracks, if you ask me.
Gotcha.
So that's why it's very hard for me to believe that there was this lizard man. But what I do love is that it brought a community together. It was a very small farming town, and it still produces a festival every year that brings a lot of people to the town. It brings the community back together, and they really love everybody. And
most of all, it
I
brings them
think,
money, which is good. It funds the
and
town.
it funds the town, and it's a small town.
Little
So for
economy.
me personally, right, and they have a cute little museum you can visit and get a shirt. I got a shirt, and I appreciate it for that. And I think at the end that's the one key factor in cryptozoology that I love. You may have this crazy one-off account, but years later, it's still helping that small town function and supply money so the farmers can continue to do what they need to do. And it helps the small town businesses. So I support that. Mom and pops and all that. I think it's great. So, but the original account, I think he got scared, damaged the car, and was like, what am I going to tell mom and dad? That's my opinion. Like,
yeah,
that's what I think. That's just me. Like when I had to do the Mothman 101, like I was so afraid how it was gonna. I left it to the audience, but I dug up facts and I just was like, here's the facts. You got to take it from that and take it from there. Like, so that's what I do. I have to look at facts. But I love Bigfoot. I want him to be real. And there's a lot of not truth out there. But I want it. I want him to be real. And I may never have that answer, but in my heart, I hope it's real. I think it'd be super cool to have something like that. So, but I have to be logical, even though I don't want to be sometimes. I'd like to think that the crack in the woods is Bigfoot coming up on me because we're besties, but I know that's not true. I have to be real. Okay. I do not think it's a cryptid for sure. Yeah, I don't. The case itself was more of a supernatural demonology case. Had nothing to do with cryptid whatsoever. So if you were to ask me, I would definitely log the story from the Leeds whole incident with their devil baby into demonology and supernatural phenomenon, not cryptozoology whatsoever.
So demonology, you think that's more the Jersey Devil? Because that we talked to Mike about that. That was a story up by him.
Yeah. And further in history, it became more of like a selling point for property points and tourism and ghost tours and things like that. And even Ivan Sanderson refused to categorize it as like an unknown animal species and believed into the 60s and 70s that it was being used more for real estate hoaxing and to sell property value. So, and I back that. But the original account was more of like a demon baby. Like this baby was born, looked like the son of the devil, sprouted wings, had hoofed feet, went up the chimney. That's demonology. That's possession of a body of a demon. Like that's demonology 101. Like, so I would not put that in classification of cryptids. Cryptids to me, and I think Troy even has me on this one, and this is how I look at it. I don't look at it like the monsters like you see today on TV. Cryptids to me are unidentified animals. What it meant to be in the 60s, how it was identified by Ivan in his work within zoological expertise is the extension of unknown species of animal, undocumented to science. So for me, it was like, that's how I still see the animals today. So if you notice in my stories, if I see a really cool article about a hybrid bird or an animal they never knew existed, now they're documenting it because they've seen it and or hasn't been seen in 100 years and now they've seen it again, or 30 years, and that's all cryptozoology. That to me is the embodiment of cryptozoology, the rediscovery or discovery of something new that is now being properly documented by science, not monsters, the one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater, even though I loved him when I was a kid and I wanted him to be real so bad. Just to be truthful. Yes, Rosemary's Baby. Oh man, I'm glad she's not kidnapped.
Yeah. Was it a good experience, Marissa? Just wondering.
So, yep.
Well, I think
Ta-da!
you explained that very well, Brittany. We can get into some more crypto stuff. Yeah, we can end it here, but aren't we? We got some conventions coming up, don't we?
Yes, next year I'll have to. Charlie is helping with all those dates and
July
stuff like that.
26th, I think, is one of them.
Yes,
I
I'd have
think
to go back and look. Yeah,
Crypticon.
I Crypticon. Yep, we're gonna be at Crypticon. Not in Kentucky though. It's gonna be
No,
in.
Crypticon, and is it Virginia, West Virginia?
It might be West Virginia, or I thought it was
Let
in
me
the
look up his little
Carolinas.
text. Let me look up right here what he said here. I have it right here.
I actually almost wore the shirt. He sent me one of Nobby.
I know
Nobby.
I have the Nobby shirt too. I told him that I was going to send him some of our other ones too. But I said your company prints them really good, so I want to
Oh,
send him
mine.
one of the Motley Croc ones with the roses and the crows. He said he really liked that one. I can
Okay.
tell you guys right now, folks, while you're still online with us, it is. I got to make sure I pull up the right convo, and I can tell you what he was talking about.
Because he has, it's like two. I think all four of us are booked at the whole gang. The whole field gang is getting together.
Yeah, it's going to be all of us. Justin, we're all going to be there. I'm going to see where I'm looking up right now, guys, so we can see what he's talking about. Just give me one sec. Let's see things probably. I'll go ahead and hit the thread. Let's see. Let's see here. Good times. We'll figure it out. What he said. It was a long convo, guys. I'm really sorry. See what he said. 240 was. I'm pretty sure he said one's in North Carolina. Here we go.
That's what I think
North
Crypticon is.
Carolina dates. There's one in North Carolina. He's not sure yet the exact date, but that one's coming up. And then, yeah, I
Yeah,
think the
this will.
26th of July.
Okay, yeah, this will be all
We'll
next
get that
summer.
all worked out, and we'll put that up. Watch Brittany's page. I'm sure she'll be able to do that. Grafton Monster Fest in West Virginia.
Yes, the Grafton
Yeah,
Monster. Yep.
the Grafton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's the Grafton Monster Fest in West Virginia, 2026,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
then the
then Crypticon.
Carolina Crypticon, 2026,
Yeah.
July 24th and 25th.
There you go.
So we would
Yep.
be in Carolina first,
Mm-hmm.
and then we would be. It would be 2026. Or no, yeah, July, June. We'd be in Grafton first, June 12th and 13th in Grafton, West Virginia. Keep that marked, guys. And then we have June 24th and 25th at the North Carolina. So, or I'm sorry, July 24th and 25th. So June and July. That works out
Yep.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Grafton, West Virginia, June 12th and 13th, and then Carolina Crypticon in July 24th and 25th. Okay.
I
So that's right.
actually like the Grafton Monster. He's cute.
I'm excited.
I think
I
he's a
think y'all, if
deformed
y'all can come
Bigfoot.
up there and see us, I think y'all ought to come up there and see us. What's up,
Rames
Jesus? Good to see you, buddy.
tacos. If we ever make it up that way, Noah, for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
if we, it depends on where they stick us. We'd be glad to come up there and hang out with
Yeah.
everybody.
It'll be fun to get. I'm looking forward to being on a panel with Troy and Justin and Charlie and I, because the four of us on the road was like really good memories. I miss it. I do. We had a really good time. We were busting each other's chops, and it's really a brotherhood on the road.
Sitting up on
It
the
was good.
panel. Ooh-wee.
I think it'd be fun to watch you and Jay. Like, I'm gonna sit back and be like, I don't want to answer this. I want them to.
We will. We'll have a good. I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I think it's going to be a
Yeah.
really good time. We had a lot
Yeah.
of fun. There was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of
Yeah.
after hour stuff at the party going on that Brittany wasn't privileged to. But
I went to
yeah,
sleep. I
a
was
lot
like,
of those
I'm
states.
tired.
Just so y'all know, a lot of those states had legal marijuana. Sometimes we had to carry Charlie to bed. Good times, man. I really miss it. Thanks for coming out to the Motley Croc show again. When everybody
Hey,
hanging out with us.
Matthew.
Matthew, what's up, buddy? And really good to see everybody. And I was going to say that too. I'm going to look into it. I might just move the show to 8:30, and just give it a little bit of a later start. Just kind of helps with
Yeah.
everybody settling in a little bit. Since you do it on Thursdays, I might move it to 8:30 for everybody. So it's just a
I'm
little
getting
bit
home.
later. Yeah, because you guys got other things. I'm going to look at some times, and then I'll work it out, and I'll adjust it. I'll definitely keep it on Thursdays, but we might move it a little bit later just to kind of,
Yeah.
give a little bit more for people, because sometimes you're just getting home and you're trying to get things done, and and it's fun,
You're
and we
going
like
to
you live. You can go
Arizona.
watch this. Yep, I'll be in Arizona next week. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll probably re-release one of our older shows for that one that people haven't seen in a while. Maybe I'll release the Ricky Rocket one again so people can see Ricky Rocket, and
Oh, that
do
would be
that show. That
fun.
was a fun one.
That
Yeah,
would be that was a great one. Yeah.
I might do that, or I might get with everybody. We might do a pre-record and have a guest or something. Just have a fun show. We can do one afternoon, just spend an hour interviewing somebody. I'll reach out to some people and see if we can get a really cool show to do that and just kind of do an interview. And
Or
was kind
set
of
it up
thinking about.
for the following week and then
I'm
just do
definitely
the
going to be
Ricky
reaching out
release.
to. I'm definitely going to be reaching out to Paul Wiley.
Oh, good. Yeah.
They're
Good.
great friends of me and Brittany's. He's
Yeah.
the composer for the Terrifier, and he works
Yeah.
close with that. So he does all the music for the Terrifier. He's also, he was Marilyn Manson's guitarist. Great guy.
He's
Lot of musical
amazing.
stuff background, has a lot of great new videos coming out. So I'd
Yeah.
really like to get him on. He's real quiet. He's very quiet and very mysterious, but he's real fun to talk to. So I'd really like to get him on.
Good.
So maybe I'll
Really
do
good
something like
dude.
that. If I can get him on an afternoon interview or something, we'll do an interview like this. I'll do a recording and I'll set it up and then I'll just release it. It won't be a live show, but it'll be a fun show. And you guys can still comment and we'll be able to watch the comments because I'll be on the road. Brittany will be home. So we might do something like that.
I will be home
So there
next
might
week.
be
Yeah.
something really good. What's up, Sage? Came back. But yeah, we're gonna do something like that, like again, and that's okay, man. It's all right. Later messes him up. He has band crack practice. Well,
So it's
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Oh, I need to get him too. Flavio, come on. I will, Matt. I can talk to Flavio anytime and pin him down. He'll come on and talk some shit for sure. We'll definitely do something like that. We may even just do a Flavio show. I might do that too. I just might get him on and we may do some stuff like that. So we'll figure it out. And so next week I'll be on the road. Brittany will be around, so we'll let you know what we're gonna do. I'll definitely keep you posted in the stories. I'll run a story or I'll run a reel about it and keep everybody
Make
going. But
sure
yeah,
to post some pictures from Arizona when you're out there. You can't go out there and not post stuff.
I know I would get in trouble for that, don't I?
Yeah, because you forget. You send them in our text thread, which is cool, but I'm like, post this cool shit on your page. People would love this
I
stuff.
might. I will probably do that.
You should.
I will
I'll send
probably do
another
that.
reminder to you. Be like, don't forget.
I will do that. All right,
Don't be
guys. Well, thank you
stingy.
for coming out and hanging out with us again at the Croc Show. We appreciate you. I hope everybody has a great week. And we
Halloween
absolutely, what's
invite
this
for
say?
Matthew. He said, I'm waiting for my Halloween invite.
Oh, it's coming, buddy. I'm working on that right now. I'm working on the weekend I'm doing because it falls on a Friday. The real Halloween falls on a Friday. So
Oh,
I'm
it
going to
does
see how
this
many
year?
other people are. Yep. And then next year it's a Saturday. So I'm going to find out.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the
that's
weekend.
good.
So I'm going to see if we're going to do it right,
Thank
which how we're going to do it, Matthew. But you're
God.
always welcome. You know that. I got you covered. And I'll definitely keep everybody posted on that too. And now
Yes.
I will log out. Everybody, thank you for joining us. We love the support and the camaraderie. We will see you all next week. Not for real, but next week. And I will post stuff for you, Brittany. Good
Yes.
night. Have a great one, folks.
Thanks, Sage.